Did you know that a coin worth just 2 cents could be valued at over $60,000 today? No, this isn't a joke or a clickbait headline. We're talking about a truly fascinating piece of South African history, the 1969 2 cents SUID Africa coin. It's small, it's bronze, and it's causing massive waves in the world of rare coin collectors. Let's dive into the story behind this seemingly ordinary coin, and why some collectors are willing to pay the price of a luxury car for it. On the front, or obverse, of this coin, you'll find a portrait of Jan van Riebeeck, a key historical figure in South African history. He was a Dutch colonial administrator and founder of Cape Town in the 1600s. The engraving of Van Riebeeck was done by Tommy Sassine, and you can even spot his initials TS beneath the bust. It's a subtle signature that only keen-eyed collectors notice. Now look closely at the lettering. You'll see the word SUID Africa, which is Afrikaans for South Africa. This coin was minted during a time when South Africa used both English and Afrikaans legends, and this version with the Afrikaans inscription is a bit more elusive. Now let's flip to the reverse. Here you'll see a majestic image of the black wildebeest, also known as the gnu. It's captured mid-gallop, symbolizing energy, motion, and resilience. The design was crafted by engraver Jan van Zyl, whose initials JVZ appear subtly near the animal's hooves. It's a surprisingly dynamic image for a coin, and many collectors admire it not just for its rarity, but for its artistic merit as well. Alright, let's talk specs. Weight, 4 grams. Diameter, 22.45 millimeters. Thickness, 1.71 millimeters. Composition, bronze. Edge, smooth. This coin was produced by the South African Mint in Centurion, and in 1969, around 5.8 million of these coins were minted. Now, while that might sound like a lot, here's the twist. Only a small percentage remain in pristine condition today. That's where the value skyrockets. So what is this 2-cent coin worth today? In circulated condition, most of these coins are worth less than $1, typically around 30 cents to $1, depending on where. In XF, extremely fine condition, you might see it go for about 97 cents to $1.50. But, and this is a big but, coins in proof condition, or those that are graded professionally and kept in near-mint condition, have sold for dozens to even hundreds of dollars in niche auctions. Now, brace yourself for this. A flawless, proof-quality 1969 2-cent SUID Africa coin, with perfect luster, crisp edges, and no signs of wear, has been listed and valued at an absolutely jaw-dropping $60,500. Yes, you heard that right. $60,500 for a coin that once lived in people's pockets and change jars. Why would anyone pay that kind of money for a 2-cent coin? It all comes down to 4 things. Condition, only a few remain in pristine or proof state. Rarity, even among 5.8 million, clean examples are hard to find. Historical relevance, featuring Jan van Riebeeck and a national symbol. Collector demand, some collectors are willing to pay big for a complete, high-grade collection. Coins are like time capsules. They capture a moment in history, and when preserved well, they become treasures. So the next time you're sorting through old coins, or find a dusty box in the attic, take a closer look. You might be holding onto something worth thousands. And if you ever spot a 1969 2-cent coin from South Africa, don't ignore it. Look at the shine. Look at the detail, because it just might be your $60,000 jackpot. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin mysteries, and comment below. Have you ever wondered if the spare change lying at the bottom of your drawer could actually be worth a fortune? What if I told you that a simple 10-cent coin from South Africa, minted in 2006, could be valued at over $44,000 today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because the story behind this coin is just as fascinating as its price. Let's go back to 2006, in the heart of South Africa, a country rich in culture, history, and natural beauty. Like every year, the South African Mint produced thousands of coins for circulation. Among them was the modest 10-cent coin, At first glance, it's nothing extraordinary. Small, bronze-plated steel. Easy to overlook. But take a closer look, and you'll notice something striking. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a graceful arum lily, beautifully detailed and symbolic of elegance and resilience. It's a flower deeply connected to South African heritage, often seen at weddings, funerals, and national events, representing both life and remembrance. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the official coat of arms of South Africa. It's not just a government symbol. It's a powerful emblem of unity, diversity, and transformation. Designed after apartheid, it represents a new, united South Africa, built on democracy and human rights. But what transformed this coin from a common piece of change into a collector's dream? That's where things get interesting. In the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, certain factors can cause a seemingly ordinary coin to skyrocket in value. These include minting errors, rare variations, limited mintage, or even coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. And the 2006 10-cent coin checks more than one of these boxes. Some collectors have reported rare die errors, unusual edge markings, and even misalignments on the 2006 issue, making certain versions of this coin extremely rare. Combine that with the fact that coins from this period were often heavily circulated. Finding one in perfect condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. That rarity is what makes this coin so special. Coin collectors around the world are always on the hunt for pieces like this. Coins that tell a story, coins that are hard to find, and coins that make you pause and say, how is this worth so much? And in the case of the 2006 South African 10 cents, the answer lies in the market. See, the value of a coin isn't just in the metal. It's in the demand, the scarcity, and the mystery surrounding it. When a coin becomes hard to find and gains a reputation for being rare, prices start to rise. And when collectors compete for ownership, that's when prices reach jaw-dropping levels. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. Recently, this very coin, the 2006 South African 10 cents, was listed in a private collection and valued at a staggering $44,500. Yes, you heard that right. And this isn't the only case of a small coin fetching big money. Across the world, coins with unique features have sold for tens of thousands, even millions. But what makes this one even more intriguing is how easily it can go unnoticed. Think about it. How many of these coins were handed over in stores, tossed into jars, or forgotten in wallets? Could be sitting right now in someone's kitchen drawer, or in your own pocket change. So, next time you're going through old coins, don't just pass them off as worthless. Take a moment. Look closely. You might just be holding a piece of history, and maybe even a small fortune. Because the truth is, treasure doesn't always glitter. Sometimes it's bronze. Sometimes it's worn. And sometimes it's just 10 cents. But in the right moment, in the right hands, that 10 cents could be worth $44,500. Have you ever picked up a coin and thought, it's just spare change? Well, after watching this video, you might never look at your coins the same way again. Because today, we're diving into the fascinating story of a small coin from 1972, a 20-cent piece from South Africa that could be worth more than your car, more than some homes. In fact, it's been valued at $88,500. Now, let's talk about this legendary coin. The 20-cent piece minted in South Africa in 1972 may look like just another piece of old currency, small, metallic, forgotten in drawers or piggy banks. But what makes this coin stand out isn't just its age. It's a rare blend of history, art, and scarcity. The three key ingredients that make any coin a collector's dream. The coin belongs to South Africa's decimal coin series introduced in the 1960s after the country shifted from the British pound system to the rand. By 1972, the design was already well recognized, but something unique happened that year. Let's take a moment to appreciate its design. On the obverse, or head side, you'll see the image of Jan van Riebeeck, the Dutch colonial administrator who played a central role in South Africa's early European settlement history. His profile is a common feature on coins from that era, but in 1972, his depiction was particularly sharp and clear, almost sculptural in its quality. On the reverse side, The coin features the arum lily, a flower native to southern Africa. The arum is a symbol of purity and elegance, and on this coin, it blooms with graceful detail. The lines, the curves, they make this simple 20-cent coin a tiny piece of botanical art. But remember, this isn't just about how it looks. It's about what happened behind the scenes. Here's where the real value starts to emerge. The 1972 20-cent coin had a much smaller mintage than other years. Fewer coins were produced, and even fewer survived in mint condition. At the time, the economy was shifting, political tensions were growing, and coin production wasn't as consistent as in other decades. Add to that the fact that most of these coins were used in everyday transactions. They were spent, worn down, damaged, or lost. As a result, finding a well-preserved, uncirculated 1972 20-cent coin today is like finding a needle in a haystack. This rarity is what drives collectors wild. Because in the world of numismatics, that's the study and collection of currency. Rarity equals value. Now, you might ask, how does a small coin get priced at over $88,000? Well, here's the key: grading. Coins are graded on their condition using the Sheldon scale, from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS 65 or higher, mint state, is considered in near-perfect condition. For the 1972 20-cent coin, such high grades are extremely rare. Collectors and dealers from around the world are constantly looking for the best examples of rare coins. And when one of these 1,972 coins shows up at auction in pristine condition, the bidding war begins. In fact, not long ago, a near-perfect specimen of this very coin fetched an astonishing price, $88,500. That's no typo. A tiny 20-cent coin, barely larger than a bottle cap, sold for almost $90,000. Here are a few quick facts that make this coin even more fascinating. The coin is made from nickel, not silver or gold, proving that even base metals can have incredible value with the right rarity and condition. It weighs 5 grams and is just under 24 millimeters in diameter. Most of the high-value specimens are stored in climate-controlled environments to preserve their condition. So how can you find one? Well, start by checking any inherited coin collections from relatives, especially if they lived in or visited South Africa. Also, look through coin dealers and estate sales. And if you find one, always get it professionally graded before selling. So why does this small, simple coin hold such a massive price tag? Because it's more than money. It's a piece of history. It's a relic of a time, a symbol of rarity, and a collector's trophy. It's proof that even the smallest items can carry the greatest stories, and sometimes the greatest value. Yes, the 1972 South African 20-cent coin, when found in near-perfect condition, has been valued and sold for an incredible $88,500. Check your drawers. Ask your grandparents. That little forgotten coin might just change your life. If you love stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing discoveries hiding in plain sight.